Welcome to another class in visual programming. So today we have got a very interesting program, the calculator program. We are trying to recreate the calculator of your Windows. Okay, this is how the design is going to look like. What does the design have? So actually outside I have a frame, right? I've just used a frame so that I just wanted to show you this is the frame. I'm going to start with the frame. I'll have a frame. So the frame's caption I have changed it into CALC. You can see the caption property of the frame here. So this is going to be CALC, so that it displays here. It's not important. Can you skip it? Yeah, you can definitely skip it. Okay, this is a frame. And also I have used a command button here. This to close the calculator. This we have already used. So you must be familiar with this. This is going to be command close. It is a command button I have used. Apart from that, the most important thing I've used is the text box where we are going to display all the text values. When I'm going to add two numbers, say 8 plus 9, so that 8 first I have to display it in this particular text box, and 9 has to also be displayed in the text box. So this is the text box I'm going to use. The name of the text box, very importantly, you should remember the name of the text box, that is txt display. Txt display is the name of the text box. Txt display. Right. Similarly, I told you all these naming conventions are there. Text boxes will always start with txt. In this program, I'm going to use all the naming conventions. So it is going to be txt display is the name of the text box. Similarly, I have a clear button here. So the name of this clear button, I'm going to name it as CMD clear, CLEAR clear, CMD. CMD here means a command button. That is the convention which we usually use for command buttons. It is CMD clear. Okay. Similarly, I have CMD EQU. CMD EQU for equal to sign. I have CMD DOT for this decimal point dot. Okay, I'm going to have CMD DOT. Okay, so far, so we have seen the text display, we have seen the clear button, we have seen the equal to sign, and we have seen the dot. Apart from that, there are two categories here. One category is called as the operators. What operators we are going to use? We are going to use plus operator, we are going to use a minus operator, we are going to use asterisk, multiplication and division. So these are the only four calculations we are going to do. What operations we are going to do are plus, minus, into and slash or division. Right? This is what we are going to do. But all these are control arrays. We are going to study control arrays. We are going to study how to create them also. So you just have to copy paste it. You will get a message saying, do you want to create a control array? If I say yes, it will create a control array. For example, let's take this particular example only. I'm going to say control C I did, and I'm going to do a control V paste. So it is pasted here. Right. So this is whenever I do a copy and paste, it becomes a control array. So how do you know whether it is a control array? You will have a same name will be same. CMD operator, OPER is the name, but only thing it will change is the index value. There is something called as index, it will change. So we will see how it is happening. So as of now, we don't need it. Right. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to create CMD OPER control arrays. We will know that when you actually study it in the theory class. So what we have done, we have created control arrays for CMD OPER, all the operations we have done. This is plus operation, this is minus operation, this is asterisk operation, and this is going to be a slash operation. Right. So what is the change here? Name is the same. Name is going to be CMD OPER only. Caption is plus. Can you see? Caption is plus for it, and index is going to be 0 for this. Caption is plus and index is going to be 0 for this. Again, we are going to say caption is minus and index is going to be 2 for it. And here caption is going to be asterisk and index is going to be 3, and this is 4. Right? So we are going to create 4 control arrays. The name of all the 4 control arrays is CMD OPER only. Only thing it will change, you have to change is the captions. Caption has to be whatever. Caption is nothing but what you see on screen. Caption should be plus, minus, asterisk and slash. Right? So these are the control arrays. Similarly, we also have control arrays here. See CMD digit. Okay, always start creating from 0. First you have to create 0 button, then create 1, 2, 3, 4 button, so that your index also will be the same. Okay, so 0 button should have the index 0, 1 button should have the index 1, similarly 5 button should have the index 5, and so on. Okay, so you create a button 0, copy paste it, you will get all these buttons till 9. Okay, the name of all this button is going to be CMD digit. For all the 0 to 9, 10 buttons, the name is going to be CMD digit only. They are all control arrays, so the name will be CMD digit. Only the caption will change. Caption will be 0 for this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, and 9 for this. So the caption property alone will change. So when you do the copy paste, automatically the index will be created. Index will start from 0. So it will be like CMD digit of 0. You can see that here. Okay, of 0 means it is going to be index value 0. See, this one is index value is 1. So CMD digit of 1. This index value is 2, and so on. So this is how you create control arrays. Okay, to create control arrays, you have to create one button, copy that button, and when you paste it, it will ask you, do you want to create a control array, and you have to say yes. If you do that, your control arrays will be created. What have we created? We have created a frame. We have created a command button for closing. We have created a command button for clear screen. We have created command buttons for equal to and dot. And we also have two categories of control arrays. One category is CMD OPER for all the 4 operations, and this is going to be CMD digit. This is going to be for all the buttons 0 to 9, all the 10 buttons. For all the 10 numbers, you're going to have another control array. This is how you design. Okay, let us go to the coding part. So coding part one by one, let me explain it to you. This is a part B program. This program, actually I have picked this program to demonstrate control arrays. That is the first and foremost thing I want to demonstrate. Apart from that, we also will be demonstrating some other functions. Let me go one by one. Right. First thing, you can see that it is not inside any private sub. Okay, so you just have to go to the coding part. If wherever you have private, just press enter. You will get a space, go to that particular space, and then give this global variables. These are global variables. What global variables I have? I have global variables OPER1, OPER2, and result, all as double. Okay, so what is OPER1? Operand 1. Say for example, if I have to add two numbers, say 2 plus 3. So 2 is operand 1, 3 is operand 2. Okay, that plus is nothing but the operation. OPER is plus. So I'm giving that as string. Okay, so say 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. That 5 is nothing but your result. That 5 is your result variable. So OPER1 is the first number, OPER2 is the second number, OPER is the operator, plus or minus. That operator is going to be stored in OPER. Okay, so we will see one button by button what happens. So this button you already know, easiest one. What is the code I have written for that button is end. That's it. You can see here, end. So if I click that button, the whole application will end. Right. Next, let's see the clear button. Clear button, I'm double clicking. What is the code I have written for clear button? I'm just saying the text box should be cleared. Open quotes without any space, close quotes. Right. TXT displayed or text is equal to clear. That is what happens in your clear button. Okay. See, all the other buttons, we have so much of work to do. So whenever I click on this button, say for example, whenever I click on any digit, what should happen? If I click on 1, that 1 has to be displayed here. Right, let me show you. I'm executing the program. When I say 2, when I click 2, that 2 has to come in the text display. Right, so whenever I'm clicking, it should come in the text display. 21, so whatever I'm clicking, it should come in the text display. That is the work of these buttons. If I click on something, it has to be concatenated to the previous text display. Right, let us see that code, how it is. So what I'm doing here, I have to click a button. What happens? So I have written the code as, see, using control array itself, the purpose is to minimize the code. I don't have to say if I click 0, 0 should come. If I click 9, 9 should come. So I have to write 10 different procedures. Instead of that, I won't write only one procedure. Right? So that is this one procedure only I will write. But I will use that index value. Right? That is the main purpose of control array. So I will say text display is equal to text display plus that particular index. Okay, that index caption, which means if I click 2, 2's caption will be 2. 3, if I click 3's caption will be 3. So that will be in the text display. Okay, so instead of writing the code 10 times, I am only writing one piece of code which says text display is equal to previous text display plus the which button I am clicking, that button's caption, right? So that button's caption is what I'm going to use. So why here you are getting this index as integer, automatically you will get this whenever you are using control array. So control array, we are going to differentiate one control array from the other, or one button from the other, only using the index property. Okay, so you can see that index property, this one is CMD digit of 9, which means the index property here is 9, right? That is CMD digit of 9. So these all are like arrays. Instead of saying array of numbers, these are all array of some controls. That's why they are called as control arrays. Okay, so this is say CMD digit of 0, of 1, and these are all array of all these buttons. Okay, so as very simple code, we are going to say text display is equal to text display plus CMD digit of that particular index.caption. Okay, so what is that index.caption? That is nothing but that number. Whatever number you can see in this button, that number is the value you get here, that will be added to text display, right? Next, I wanted to show you this dot. Okay, dot, what is the code we have written? This is the code we have written for dot, right? So what is that we have used here is, we have used this in-string function. You studied in-string function, you remember? String operations. This is going to be your in-string function. What it does is, it is going to check the text display, that text box it will check. If you already have a decimal point, you cannot give more than one decimal point, right? You cannot have a number like 2.3.5, no. So what it does, it is going to check if there is a dot already present in the text box, then it will exit. How many ever times you click the dot will not be displayed in the text box. Only if it is not already there, then it will say text display is equal to text display. This is called concatenation of dot. So when I say 2.3, so this is how I say 5.2, right? Again, if I want to put a point, it should not come. Why? Because it can only come once. How are you checking that? I am using an in-string function to check that. I am saying in string, if there is a dot already, then exit sub, don't do anything. If at all there is no dot, then you can, one dot is allowed. That is the code I am writing for this particular dot. Okay, actually speaking, you can say text display dot text is equal text display concatenate dot alone. You don't want any of these functions, provided you click dot only once. Okay, if you know that you're going to click only once, then this whole code is not required. This one line is enough. But there are chances that we may end up clicking it 2 times, so we are taking care of it using in-string function. So in exam, only this I am going to write, ma'am, I don't want to use in-string function. Yes, fine, absolutely fine, it will work. Okay, you should make sure that when you are executing the program, you should not click the dot twice. Okay, that's it, right? Next, so you know what all happens when I click these buttons. All the digits should come here, you know that. What happens when I click plus is what we are going to now see. What if I click all of these operators? If I click plus, first and foremost thing, your operation you are doing is plus, is what you should first record. Secondly, what you should do is whatever is there in this particular text box. Say for example, when I am doing addition, what I am doing is, I will say 8. Okay, as soon as I click plus, the screen should become blank so that I can click the next number. So what I am doing, as soon as I say plus, what happens? It has removed that 8, but it will be storing that 8 somewhere inside. It will be storing that 8, and now it is cleared the display, so I can click the next number. Okay, so it is clearing the display so that I can click the next number, right? So what happens? Let us see. So here, whenever I click any one of the operator, what happens? This is the coding. First of all, you should say whatever value was there in the text display, or text display's text was 8, no, 8 plus 9 we did. That 8 has to be stored inside a variable called OPR1. That is your operand 1. You are going to add 8 plus 9. 8 is your operand 1, 9 is your operand 2. So as soon as you click plus, first thing is you should make sure you save the text display somewhere. Okay, and then secondly, what you should do, you should know what is the operation you are performing. That operation you will know by clicking whatever button you click. Say for example, if I click this button, plus button, I know my operation I am going to do is plus. How will I know? By the caption property, I will know that I have clicked plus. So what happens? What operation you have done? So OPER is a string variable. It is going to store the operation which you have done. In this case, it will store plus. So now what is ready? First operand is ready, your operator is also ready, you are waiting for the second operand. Okay, for you to click on the second operand, you have to clear the text display. So you are doing text display dot text is equal to clear, so that you can enter 9 now, right? So again I will do and show you. See, I have first entered 8. This is 8 is the display now. I'm going to click on plus. As soon as I click on plus, what would have happened? 8 must have got stored in this OPER1. 8 is stored now. Since I have clicked plus, OPER is equal to plus sign. So plus is the operation I'm going to do, and also I will clear the text box so that I can enter the next number. Okay, I have entered the next number. So now what happens when I click on equal to? Now what happens? OPER1, and this will become 9 would be stored to OPER2, and then you will perform that addition operation. So that is what should happen when I click equal to. Right? Let us see what is happening during when I click equal to. So what is the code for equal to? This is the code for equal to. First of all, what is there in the text box? That has to be operand 2. So first I clicked 8, then I clicked plus, then I click 9, and then I will click equal. So when I click equal, that 9 has to be stored as OPER2, operand 2. Okay, and this if commands very simple. If operation is plus, then result is equal to add these two. If it is minus, subtract these two. If it is multiplication, OPER is multiplication, multiply them. If OPER is equal to slash, then divide operand 1 by operand 2. Okay, this much is enough. This I am just wanted to demonstrate the formatting. So I am just using this format. That's nothing but I want only 2 digits after decimal place. I don't want many digits going on and on. So I'm going to say text display is equal to format of result, whatever result I got here, comma, this format. So this is a demonstration of the format functions we studied. Okay, so it will format it up to 2 decimal places. This is what happens in the equal to button. Let us again execute and see. So let us see. I'm going to execute, say 5 divided by 2. Let me say is equal to, what you get here is 2.5. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. Let us say 10. I will clear 10 divided by 3 is equal to. You can see actually it will be 3.3.3333. But since we have used this format here, so it is only sticking to 2 decimal places. Right? So clear button will clear the text display, and I'm going to close it. Yes, you understand? So this is the design, and this is the coding. It is a difficult program. Okay, just that we wanted to create something very similar to what is there in Windows. You will really feel very good after creating such a calculator. So you have created the same Windows calculator in your own design and coding. Okay, let me just one by one repeat the coding part. So we have variables declared. These are global variables because they don't belong to any subroutine. So it is not inside any private subroutine. It is outside everything. So it is a global declaration. Clear button is used to clear the text box. Close button is used to close the text, close the whole application actually. Here command click is when I click 0 to 9. So all these buttons when I click, it has to be text display dot text is equal to text display dot text plus whatever digit I have clicked. Right? So that is the coding for the digit. Dot, as I told you, can only occur once. So you are going to check in string. In this string, is this dot present or not? We are going to check. If it is present, we will exit it. Only if it is not there, we will insert a dot. Otherwise, dot cannot be repeated again. So that is the coding for dot. Then comes the coding for equal to sign. So when I click on equal to, the second number will be there in the display. That number has to be stored as operand 2. Okay, that number has to be stored as operand 2, and then you have to check which is the operation. According to the operation, your result will change. Result is equal to operand 1 plus operand 2 if it is plus. Okay, so once it is done, you are also going to display it in a particular format where you only have 2 decimal places. How are we doing it? Test display dot text is equal to format of result, comma, this format. I am going to follow this format. Okay, the last one, what happens when I click a plus button or a minus button? As soon as I click a plus button, first thing I should do, whatever is there in the text, that will be your operand 1. You have to store it in operand 1, and then you have to store the operations. So if you have clicked plus, you have to store it in operation, and then next thing what you should do, you should clear the text box so that you can enter any other, the next number, the second operand you will be entering. Okay, so this is the program. So hope you understand. Yes, thank you.